Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Our today's topic is smog and its types. So, to understand the word smog, we need to know that the word smog is a combination of two words, smoke and fog. It's a mixture of many pollutants, mainly ground level ozone and fine particulate matter. Fine particulate matter is basically the small suspended particles that are present in the air. Or we can see the smog is a yellowish or a blackish fog formed mainly by a mixture of pollutants in the atmosphere, which consists of fine particles and ground level ozone. All right, so this is how smog looks like. Then these two images you can see. So basically, this smog is a form of air pollution that reduces visibility. It's a mixture of fog and smoke, and this smog occurs in in busy industrial cities. So smog is formed by the combination of these two words, smoke plus fog. We have two distinct types of smog. One is sulfurous smog and another one is photochemical smog. Sulfurous smog is also called as classic smog, or sometimes we call it as London smog, and it results or it's formed from a high concentration of sulfur oxides in the air. So when there is a high concentration of sulfur oxides in the air, so sulfur oxides are basically released by the combustion of fossil fuels, particularly or especially coal. As we already know that coal contains sulfur, so when coal is burnt, burning of coal or combustion of coal releases large quantities of sulfur oxides in the atmosphere, and the sulfur oxides later on mixes or combines with smoke and fog droplets, and finally forms the sulfurous smog. And this type of smog is aggravated, or it becomes more serious when there is dampness or wetness in the air and a high concentration of suspended particulate matter present in the air. So this London smog happened in December 1952 in London due to industrial revolution. Basically what happened is from 5th to 9th December 1952, a dense smog or a dense cloud like smog, it covered the entire city of London, and this smog was formed due to the heavy coal combustion. As because of the industrial revolution, a large number of industries came up in London, and in these industries coal was used as a main raw material, as a fuel. So when large quantities of coal was used, so naturally large quantities of sulfur oxide sulfur oxides got released into the atmosphere, which later on formed a dense smog, and it remained in the city of London for almost 5 days. And in the following weeks, what happened is approximately some 12,000 people died because of this fog, and some tens of thousands of people fell ill due to the other effects of the smog, like respiratory disease and all. While this kind of pollution fog had already resulted deaths in London in 1873, in 1880, 1892, but the Great Smog of 1952 is considered as the worst air pollution event in the history of entire United Kingdom. These are the images of the London smog. So how London looked like when this London smog covered the entire city. Another type of smog is photochemical smog. It's also called as Los Angeles smog. Photochemical smog occurs most prominently in those areas, in those urban areas, that have large numbers of automobiles or vehicles, since automobiles release nitrogen oxides as the primary emissions. So these nitrogen oxides later on, leads to the formation of photochemical smog, and this photochemical smog requires neither smoke nor fog. So what happens basically is that photochemical smog is formed when pollutants such as nitrogen oxides and organic compounds react together in the presence of sunlight. So both nitrogen oxides and organic compounds are primary pollutants. So when these two primary pollutants react together in the presence of sunlight, a gas called as ozone is formed. So when nitrogen oxides and organic compounds combine, a gas, that's ozone, is formed, and this ozone is a secondary pollutant. Why is it a secondary pollutant? Because it is formed by the reaction of two primary pollutants. So these are the reactions that are involved in the formation of this photochemical smog. So what happens is NO, that's nitric oxide, it reacts with these oxides of nitrogen, and VOC is volatile organic compound. These are released from the vehicles. So when these react together, they form nitrogen dioxide. Nitrogen dioxide later on, in the presence of ultraviolet radiation that are coming from the sun, this NO2, it splits up into nitric oxide again, and atomic oxygen is released. This atomic oxygen reacts with the O2, that's molecular oxygen, which is present in the atmosphere, and forms ozone, that's O3. And in another reaction, what happens is NO2, that's nitrogen dioxide, it reacts with VOC, it's volatile organic compounds. So when these two things react together, they form PAN. PAN is peroxyacetyl nitrate. So the entire reaction goes like this, that's NO plus VOC. VOC is volatile organic compound, then oxygen. In the presence of sunlight, ozone is formed, and PAN and other oxidants are formed. So this PAN ozone, like this is basically the photochemical smog. So this is how it is formed. So these are the images of how this photochemical smog looks like. You can see the photochemical smog, it reduces the visibility, like it has covered the cities. It covers the cities and reduces the visibility. Since we came to know that ozone, nitric oxide and PAN are the major components of photochemical smog, and this photochemical smog can cause serious health issues. It can be suffocating for humans. It's harmful for human health. Ozone, as we know, that it acts as a powerful eye irritant. It causes irritation of eyes. We need to remember one thing here, like in our last lecture, that was ozone depletion. We studied that ozone is useful for us. It acts as a shield, or it protects us from the harmful ultraviolet radiations, but when it is present in stratosphere, so when O3 is present in stratosphere, it is useful for us. But if ozone is present in the ground level, or it's present in the troposphere, it acts as a pollutant. So this ozone is dangerous or harmful for humans if it's present in troposphere, and it can cause eye irritation. Ozone and nitric oxide, if they are present in high concentration, they can cause headache, chest pain, dryness of throat, difficulty in breathing, and other respiratory diseases. Photochemical smog also leads to the corrosion of metals, building materials, painted surfaces. It reduces the visibility. It can damage the plants as well. So this is all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.